Hello, and welcome to the 5th episode of the Spaces Coding Tutorials. In the last episode, we talked about how the computer works, but today I want to discuss variables. Variables allow the computer to remember bits of information, like your favorite food, today's date, or what the weather's like outside. Imagine a variable as a box that can store information. Let's say that the information we put in the box is the word taco. Instead of printing the word taco, we can tell Python to print the box. And because the box contains the word taco, that's what the program will produce. Let's write some Python code to get familiar with the concept. So in the first line, I need to tell Python that I want a variable and I want it to contain the word taco. But we need to give the variable a name, so I'll name it Freddy. A quick side note on naming your own variable: in Python, variable names cannot start with a number. There are a few other rules as well, but that's the one you should most be aware of. This first line of code tells the computer that the variable named Freddy contains the string taco. But if we run the program, nothing appears to happen, so let's use our variable. To print a variable, use the print function and type our variable name as the argument. Now, Python understands that we want to use our variable named Freddy to output a string, so when we run it, it works. Now we can change the contents of Freddy, and without having to alter the print function at all, change the output. This might seem useless. After all, we can do the exact same thing with one line of code. But watch this. I'm going to make a second variable named microwave and assign the string paper to it. With this second variable, I can tell my print function to combine the variables using a plus. Now when I run the code, it will produce paper taco, and I can replace either of these variables, and it will replace parts of the message. Using the input function, you can tell Python to ask the user something. This line of code asks the user what their name is, and I can store the result in a variable. Now, using the print function, I can tell the computer to say hello and then their name. The input function is a Python function that Sublime Text doesn't support out of the box. Unfortunately, part of being a developer is facing problems like this, but that just means it's an opportunity to learn, so I'm going to teach you how to run a Python script without our fancy IDE, and do it the hard way. Save your project as a .py file on your desktop, and then open the command prompt by searching the Windows menu for CMD and pressing the Enter key. To navigate to your desktop folder where you stored your Python file, type cd desktop and press Enter. You can now see what's in your desktop by typing dir, short for directory. If you saved the Python file in your desktop folder, you should be able to find it in the list. Now type Python and then your file name. Don't forget to type the full file name, including the .py at the end. Now when you run it and enter your name, it greets you. Using this new knowledge, I want to give you a challenge. Make a Python program that asks the user for their name and their age, and then have it print your name is blank and your blank result. I'll tell you the solution in the next video, but try to see if you can do it all by yourself. As an extra challenge, see if you can make one of those Mad Lib stories in Python where the user fills in the blanks and then the story is revealed. If you have any troubles, contact me at ob@freeartforall.org. And as always, happy coding!